Hello, and welcome to my awkward little box of the interwebs. I just woke up from my mid-afternoon depression nap, and I don't know, I just kind of feel like talking. It's a new year, it's a new me, but really it's not. 2017 it's just a 4-digit number. It has as much meaning as you want it to. The only thing that can make this year any better is you. Everything is really in your own hands, for the most part. I mean, there are things that are out of our control, and we just kind of have to wait it out, or try to make the best of a bad situation. I am very woke right now. Can't believe I just said that. I'm sorry, I'm a loser. Oh no, but I don't really care anymore. Seriously though, everyone's always gonna be like, it's a new year, finally things will get better, but they're not gonna get better unless you make changes. Like, if you're a miserable person and you genuinely hate yourself, it's just not gonna change unless you make changes. You have to consciously make decisions to make yourself a better person. Become who you want to be. And if you say, well, I want to be dead, well, you better shut the fuck up, because you know what, I think you just want to mope. Otherwise you would make changes, and you would turn your life around. I use this metaphor a lot. You cannot change the direction of your life unless you actually touch the wheel and you turn it. Things don't change unless you make changes, and I kind of hate having to say that as much as I do. But it's just how it is. And if you don't like yourself, if you're a really negative person, you have to catch yourself in the moment. Be like, okay, I'm thinking negatively right now. What should I do? I should change it. I shouldn't just keep thinking negatively and keep letting things get worse and snowball, and just until I can't do shit, Because personally, I'm a really miserable person, okay? I will be the first person to admit I really make things really hard on myself, and even when I could be happy, I usually choose not to be, which is really ridiculous looking back on it, or even looking on it now. I mean, I catch myself all the time. I'm like, okay, I made a small mistake. Oh, well, it's the end of the world. I'm a loser. Might as well kill myself. And if you're thinking about, killing yourself, you shouldn't keep that to yourself. There are people who do care about you, whether you want to admit it or not. This is kind of sad, I guess, but I mean, I've really only stayed alive for this long because I know I have obligations to. There have been a lot of times, especially this past year. 2016 was a bad year for me, but it was a bad year because I made it a bad year for myself. I've consciously made a lot of bad decisions. Whoa, I've made a lot of bad decisions, and a lot of which I am really ashamed of. I've taken a lot out of that. I realize I've made these awful choices, and I've learned a lot from it. I'm kind of a mess, and if I want to change that, I'm gonna change that. I'm not gonna just keep suffering, because there's no point to. I mean, if you really want things to get better, you have to make things better for yourself. It's been rough lately, but I am determined to do as much as I can to make things as good as they can be. And I think it's really important to keep that kind of mindset, especially going into the new year when everyone's like, everything's gonna magically get better. Well, it's not. It's not. It's really up to us. It's our decision. It's our choices and our actions that determine how this year goes. You have to work on it. You have to try and do everything in your power to become a more positive person. And happiness might not come naturally to you. Happiness isn't a choice. Happiness is something you have to work towards. Yeah, I'm probably not going to edit this video too much because I feel like I've said everything I wanted to say, and I didn't have any trouble saying it or expressing it because I feel really passionately about this. It's everything I wanted to get across in this video, and I guess I'm done. So don't let yourself suffer and sulk. Seriously, it's in your hands. You can do this. Work towards happiness. That is the goal, alright? You can do it. Alright. Bye.